Hey guys, I'm back for some more Art of War 3, and in this battle I'll be going up against a Confederation officer in the map Coral Bay. We first start off with infantry scouting and I use a gold boost, because this is a somewhat relatively bigger map. We start off the scouting strong, and we can now see that my enemy still has HQ level 1 and is building up 3 supply centers. Collecting up the supplies in the beginning of the battle, so I can build up my base later. Now I scout the remaining parts of the map with a blue scouting boost and build up my base. That was a misclick there, if you were wondering what I just destroyed. I accidentally built a barracks. And with this little scout here, I see that my enemy has 3 supply centers and is upgrading his HQ to level 2, with 3 barracks and 1 assault vehicle factory. And of course I go for my airfield and avia factory, because I usually go for Hawks in a relatively big map. I start Jaguar production and I build some Hawks as well. I keep that 1 scout there to see if my enemy is building up a strike. And I build up an extra supply center. And while I do that, I can see that my enemy has 3 assaults, and my Jaguar will take care of that. And that scout just died, so I put a red common defense, and with my Hawk I see that this guy has hammers and infantry. This is one of the most common rushes that happen in the Gold League, and I try and aim my fire at the hammers because those are what the Confederation officers use to take out your base. Assaults don't deal much damage, but people only use assaults to make their numbers bigger. And as you can see, my sniper tower is taking control of those assaults, and his attack is gone. And with that 1 Hawk scout, I can see that he has anti-air built up, and he is building a few more supply centers. And by this point, I see that his base is small enough to launch a nuke, so I plan on going for a nuke, because it's fun to go for a nuke. Like, who just doesn't want to go for a nuke? Anyways, I build up some riflemen and I mine the terrain just in case he decides to attack me with assaults and hammers again. And as you can see, I am upgrading my HQ 1 more time, and with that Hawk scout I can see that he had a level 3 assault vehicle factory. And now I'm building my nuclear center 17 minutes in the game. My mines are well set, and I have somewhat of a good defensive position over the hill. And with this 1 Hawk scouting, I see that he has an airfield and some Typhoons. So this will be an interesting game if he gets some Vertex out. And I can see he has some units on the northeast side of his base, and building some anti-air towers so he won't be able to take down my nuclear silo. And I put my nuclear launch right there, hoping that I could get his airfield. And that blast was really powerful. It took out at least 70% of his base. And to clean up some of his stuff, I send my hawks to take down his airfield. And I put air raid warning just in case he decides to come and snatch some of my hawks. And by now, I'm pretty sure my enemy is rebuilding his base. And with that little bit, I just took down some of his vertex. And that scout just revealed his upcoming attack, which surprisingly had hammers, more hammers than I thought he would have. I thought he would have more Zeus, but instead he went for heavy assaults, which were a big mistake because I had anti-infantry mines. And as you can see, my mines are just wrecking his units. And in the end, only 1 Zeus and 3 heavy assaults survived the mines. And my 3 Jaguars clean up the remains of his attack. Of course, I'm building another nuke to get my achievement of launching nukes in PvP battles. And because nukes are fun to launch. Of course, I'm just building anti-air towers just to make my base look a bit cooler. And I set the nuclear launch right there so I can snatch those 4 buildings along with his HQ. And wow, with that nuclear blast, I saw that some of his other buildings that he just constructed were destroyed. So to scout his base, I sent my hawk. And of course I was right, he had rebuilt his base somewhat. And now he's self-destructing his base because, of course, he has no chance against me now. GG.